Hey folks, Greg here at the Joy of Aquascape, and I hope you're keeping well. Just wanted to show you there is some activity going on in the pond here behind me. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. Spring is well and truly in the air. It's like 17.5 degrees. I am just, yeah, it's just gorgeous. But I wanted to show you the goldfish are breeding in the pond. There's a couple that are breeding. Quite often happens when you've got a lot of fish that a bunch of the females will just start releasing eggs at the same time. Boys are all chasing them, and I want to give you a look at what that looks like so you can see what way it looks. So when it happens in your pond or in your aquarium, you know what signs to look out for. Because quite often when you've got young males and young females, the first indication that you've got that they're male or female will be the breeding behaviour that you're about to see here in the pond now. Now, what we can see here is one of the little wanbao is being chased by a couple of males here. And what I didn't actually notice initially was that there's actually two females being chased, one after the other, because I was watching that wanbao. So we have that girl down there in the bottom left with the wanbao. Now the wanbao, it wasn't bred specifically to be a wanbao, but really short, stocky tail, like really short tail. And that kind of much bigger body, Aranda body, being chased by a male Aranda. Now that male Aranda you can see has got a twin tail, but the tails are actually quite close to each other, so it's much easier for him to swim than the wanbao. So I was keeping an eye on this, and I missed a couple of fish that were breeding initially as well, because this was the one that I was watching, because I wanted to make sure that wanbao wasn't getting too hard a time. Now you can see, fortunately, he hasn't got up alongside her yet. He's just pushing her, which is okay, but still a little bit stressful if it goes on for too long. And that's something that you need to be really mindful of. If you have a lot of males chasing the same female, they're going to be able to just keep chasing her for a long time. Now they're getting into the plants here now. This is where you'll usually see her kind of come up alongside and they'll bump into each other. Okay, so they're bumping into each other now. That's the one. Okay, so that's what's going to push out those eggs. So her body is full of eggs there now. You can see he's just pushing around again. It's funny, it's like when you see bottlenose dolphins swimming on the bow wave of a boat and just gliding along. She's kind of doing that, but it would start to stress her out after a while if that was going on all day. But that motion where they were kind of bumping into each other in the plants, and they might do it again here now, that's the motion. She kind of didn't get up into the plants there. That's the motion that's going to release the eggs. That's when he's going to release the milton. You can see there she was kind of stopping to nearly allow it. Now the big giant ranchu kind of nearly got in on the action there. You can see one or two of them are pushing her up against there. That'll release a lot of eggs. But you do have to be careful that there just aren't too many big males chasing a small female like this with a short tail, because she's going to get worn out really quickly. Her energy will just be gone. And it's going to be a tough time on her. And males can kill females while they're breeding like this. Now T-Bone here is a different kettle of fish altogether. She is a big, powerful Aranda. And she's called T-Bone because her tail is actually shaped like an upside down T. She's a very powerful swimmer for an Aranda. You can see she just does a little quick wave of her peduncle and her whole tail just moves her forward and propels her, because she has got quite a large surface area. She swims very effortlessly. You can see one or two flicks of the tail and she's gone. The males are chasing her now. You can see the big orange one there that was chasing her. I actually thought that was a female because it was very swollen. And we can see that other Aranda here in the corner as well. So a couple of them here now at the moment. We can see that one there is just being pushed by a couple of males. Now the males will move from one to the other. They're just following hormones. But yeah, that's it. So keep an eye on them while they're doing this. Make sure, and T-Bone's up here eating all the eggs out of the plants. Just make sure the males aren't giving them too hard a time. And look, it's like 17.5 degrees today. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's still going to be a while before any of them in this pond start breeding, because the temperatures are just still too low. They haven't actually started eating to the point where they're building up protein and getting prepared, like just physically, for breeding. So it's going to be a little while before the in-ground pond is going to be breeding just yet. They are getting a bit of sunshine every day now. The sun is after creeping to a point where it is hitting off the pond. And that's why I've put some duckweed in, just to make sure that there isn't too much string algae growth before all of the rest of the stuff kind of really starts to kind of kickstart in the pond. That's spring filling. But yeah, that's what to watch out for. And again, if you've got big males and small females, or males with single tails and females with twin tails, could end up in trouble. So just keep an eye out for that. Watch the goldfish that you're mixing. Keep an eye on those females and give them somewhere to hide. Plants are they're your best friend when you've got goldfish breeding. That's it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. If you're not following on Instagram and on TikTok as well, I do lives on TikTok. Almost, we're getting there. We're getting close to the 1,000 subscribers, and once I do get the 1,000 subscribers here, I'll be able to do lives on here with my phone, which is great. I'll be able to do lives from around the pond because I do lives on TikTok quite frequently. And I also have a ton of merch now in the website, so if you do want to support the channel, there's an opportunity to do that by getting something in return. I've got sucker mouth plecos which you can stick onto your aquariums, and a couple of other guys there as well that I've designed and modelled and 3D printed, and they're a bit of fun. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. These guys, we'll leave them be, and we'll probably see them breeding in a couple of weeks time. But in the meantime, I'm just going to let those other guys over there do their thing, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.